Let's start at the beginning. I'll be using git bash as my command prompt and Visual Studio Code as the IDE. Using the command line, let's first check that Node is installed. I'll be using an empty folder called TestCafe sample to create a basic test. While in that folder, I'll install TestCafe to that folder using npm install savedev testcafe. npm installing TestCafe can take a few seconds since it'll be downloading, then installing it for the folder. After a little bit, the Node modules folder will appear with all the required dependencies for TestCafe, and it'll create a package.json and packagelock.json. Since it takes some time, I'll create a tests folder and then a test1.js file that'll be the test script. In that test1.js file, I'll start writing a simple TestCafe script. I'll start by creating a fixture and name it, and then have that go to Google. The next part is creating a test. TestCafe makes use of JavaScript's async await to run tests synchronously. I'll have that print to the console log. In the command line, I'll run the TestCafe test on my Chrome browser by running npm testcafe chrome, then tests folder. TestCafe will launch the specified browser and run the tests through a web proxy called Hammerhead. Once the test completes, the browser will close and the results will show in the command line. This test passed. Now I'll rerun the test using the quarantine mode option -q. I'll specify the option parameters attemptLimit 4 and successThreshold 1. The parameters mean it'll run the test up to 4 times if it fails, and if it passes 1 time, then it passes. For example, if the test fails the first 3 attempts, then passes on the 4th attempt, then it's considered a pass. Since this simple test passes, it's hard to see quarantine mode in action. I'll modify the script to fail so that we can see the retries. First, I'll define a page element using a CSS selector that doesn't exist on that page. And then I'll have the script click on that fake element. Now I'll run the test again using quarantine mode. Notice that the bottom of the browser shows red when it gets to the tests, and it does it several times. The test fails, and scrolling up at the console log, it shows that it printed it 4 times, which matches the attempt limit of 4.